Hello, people. How we doing? Popping in for a brief live here on a Thursday, just to explain the July Rye Bracket Battle that we're doing in July, which will probably end up going a little bit into August as well. But yeah, so we're going to be having a bunch of ryes competing for what is the greatest rye in the like $40 to $80 price range. That's kind of where we're at. So I'm pouring one of the options for winners here. So these are two of the bottles that you guys can potentially win if you're a Patreon and you enter in to the July Bracket Battle giveaway. And we'll get into how you win them here in just a second. I'm going to pour a little bit here so I have something to drink. First off, cheers, everybody. Thank you for hanging out here on a Thursday night. And thank you for everybody that was hanging out yesterday during the live review. We reviewed Stranahan's there. So thank you for all the support. You guys are awesome. Just want to say hi to Shredward there. We got myself, Bourbon School. Cheers, Brian. Good to see you. We got Big Vic in the house. Cheers, Vic. Good to see you, man. Troy from Baker Drinks. Of course, go sub to all these channels if you are not Bourbon School, Baker's Drinks, Big Vic's Backyard BS. Yeah, Vic, I imagine, will be going live Saturday, Friday. You let us know, Vic. Let us know when you're going live next. Keith Thompson in the house. What's up, man? Good to see you. All right, so for anyone that's not here right now, that's okay. You guys can watch this in the future or whatever the case. But I just wanted to explain it real quick for Patreons, just in case there's some confusion. Because so far, we only have two entries. We got a lot more Patreons than that. And only two people have entered, which means two people have a really good chance to win a bottle of whiskey. But if you want to give them worse odds, I guess you'd say, then Patreons, you guys should enter as well. So let's go over it here. Let me go. It's been a long day. I'm having a hard time switching tabs. All right, let's see here. Camera roll. Let me find the right picture here. Where is the thing? Give me a second here, folks. I know, just riveting YouTube action here. Where is the thing? Well, crap. I guess, I was rushing here at the last minute to get my stuff together. Okay, here we go. This is the thing I want. All right, let me minimize that and then present it so you guys can see it. Technology is great. All right, share screen, Windows, this guy, share. All right, let me change this here. We want it more like that. That makes, yeah, okay. Hopefully you guys can see that. All right, so also cheers to Medium Ugly. Cheers to Peter White, Gandy Road. Cheers all you people. Appreciate you. Also, let us know what you're drinking as always. Yeah, and here is a little bit of that Still Austin Rye. Man, is that good. All right. So as you see on screen, we got bracket 1, which is the bracket we'll be doing tomorrow night on tomorrow night's live. Yeah, so bracket 1 there, we got Michter's Rye, Woodinville Rye, Rendezvous Rye, and the Middle West Spirits Pumper Nickel Rye. That's my first drink of the day. I'm just, my brain is dead. So that is bracket 1. Bracket 2, Pikesville, Silver Springs, Sweet Rye, Rare Breed Rye, Knob Creek Rye. Bracket 3, Chattanooga Rye, Wilderness Trail Rye, Still Austin Rye, the one that's in my glass right now. And then, of course, Sagamore's Bottle and Bond Rye there in bracket 3. In bracket 4, New Riff Malted 6-year. This one right here that you have the potential to win. It'll be winner's choice. And then, of course, Russell's Single Barrel Rye, Pursuit United's Rye, Willet Rye, and then in bracket 5, Driftless casting single barrel, which is, of course, the pick that John Krantz sent me. Stellum, I don't know why I'm going out of order. Balcones Rye, and then the Jack Daniel's single barrel proof rye. So those are the 20 ryes that are in this bracket. Now, the way that it will work is 2 from each bracket move on. So the first and second place from each bracket will move on. So let's say bracket 1, Michter's and Rendezvous 1. They would move on. The other 2 do not. Bracket 2, let's say, just for sake of argument, Pikesville and Knob Creek win. Those 2 move on. All right, so those 2 will meet in, here, let me switch to another thing here. Stop sharing this. I'm going to have to switch back and forth a lot. That'll be fun. No, I swear to God, my brain is doing awesome today. All right, so this is the thing I need. All right. Switch back. Now I have both the things open. Share. Now, so let's say those 4 that I mentioned, they move on. Then those 4 would move in to bracket 6 here. So the left side. Plus, now I got to switch back. I really wish I could share more than one thing at a time. So those 2 would fill in places 1, 2, 3, and 4. But now stay with me, folks. But then also the first place winner from bracket 5 will go into the left column as well, which is bracket 6. Now, again, Patreons, it's easier to visualize all this on Patreon because you can see both of these. You can see all the brackets, and you can see how bracket 6, 7, and the final 4 all kind of come together. But so the main thing to know is that brackets 1 and 2, the first and second place from those go into bracket 6. And then the first place from bracket 5 also goes into bracket 6. Second place from bracket 5 will go into bracket 7, which is the right side. And so then once we get into bracket 6 and 7, again, 2 from those will move on. There will be 5 total in bracket 6 and 7. All right. So is everyone following? I hope so. I hope everyone is following my madness here. So 2 move on from bracket 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But it's just that bracket 5 splits. That's the only thing that you guys have to keep in mind. So whatever you think first place from bracket 5 will be, that will move on to bracket 6. And second place from bracket 5 will move on to bracket 7. Now, again, this is what that looks like. Here we go. So there's bracket 6, 7. As you can see, bracket 6 and 7 both have 5 because I'm splitting bracket 5 into those 2 brackets. And then again, once bracket 6 and 7 are, filled out, then 2 from each of those will move on to the final 4. But in the end, all you guys have to do is figure out, based on the brackets, which will become our final 4, and then what will be our winner. And that's all you guys got to do. Just okay, so here we go. Bourbon School saying it's wild, pleasantly surprised. It's definitely nice in the summer, light and sweet, but also kind of a hitter. Okay, we're talking about something else. Yeah, there's definitely some good ryes in there. Directions too complicated. Got being stuck in ceiling head. Fair enough. Okay. Interesting. I mean, so I guess just to make it simpler, guys, just remember that 2 move on from all the brackets, and the only thing that's weird is bracket 5, because that splits. But yes, Shredward saying, "Cheers, all, happy July." But I mean, the main thing is, guys, Patreons specifically, if you want to win one of these bottles here, let me take this off screen. If you want to win one of these bottles, and there's probably going to be a third option, which will probably be the the Driftless Glen pick that I got from John. I got to talk with John to make sure we can get another one. But that will be another option. So the winner will get to choose from one of those three, more than likely. But you guys got to enter. That's the thing. So far, we only have 2 entries. Only 2 people of our Patreons have entered. So you guys got to enter, and you got to get them in before tomorrow night. That's the thing. So hit me up on the messages there on Patreon and submit your final 4. And of those final 4, which one you think will win. And the way that it will work is you get 1 point for each one in the final 4 that you get right. And then if you pick the winner correctly of those, then you get 2 points for picking the winner. Whoever has the most points at the end gets one of these bottles, and second place gets a 6 sample pack of a bunch of ryes. So, also just real quick, just want to say cheers to Independent Joe, another great channel there. Bourbon Baller Lee, I don't think I said hi to you. See who else popped in here. Daniel, Barry Sports Highlights. There you go. Cheers to you as well, man. Doug H. So questions. Do we have any questions, folks? Booker's right will win. Okay, well that doesn't it's not an option, Joe, but good choice, I suppose. Sipping on Doc Swinson's alter ego, pretty good. There you go. I know. I didn't understand, and now you have to explain again. Sorry, Whiskey Boy. Who this? Yeah. What's up, Ben? So again, folks, just remember, I'm going to bring it up one more time and try and go through it one more time here. But I mean, the main thing is just when you're looking at this bracket, which is on Patreon, both this and the bracket 6, 7, and final 4 are on Patreon. So just look at them, figure out. Remember, you're figuring out what I am going to like. That's the whole thing. You guys have to figure out based on my palate, which if you've seen my reviews and seen me talk live, then you have a pretty good idea of what I like and what I don't. And you just guys got to figure out what's going to be our final 4 and which one will be the winner. But you guys got to submit them. If you want to win, if you want to win free whiskey, you have to submit your entries. So questions. Remember, 2 move on from each bracket. That's what you got to remember. So please, guys, get those to me in the next 24 hours. We'll be going live tomorrow night at 8:30 as usual. I will probably remind everybody again tomorrow night. And I'll probably give you guys 30 minutes or so leeway there. I will just kind of talk in the first 30 minutes, and then we'll get into the blind. Once the blind starts, though, no more entries can be put in. So please get your entries in tonight, if possible, because once the blinds start, then you have no chance to win. So right now, 2 people are in it to win it. So please get in your final 4 based on the brackets there, and of course the winner. I know a lot of people are going live tonight, but I'll briefly open this up to a little bit of a pub here, and we'll just hang out if anybody wants to. If nobody joins, then we'll shut it down. But let's see here. What am I trying to do here? Invite guests. That's the thing I'm trying to do. Oh, my brain. There we go. Let's post that and send it. Oh my God, these stupid. There we go. Pin. And maybe, then maybe if anybody has questions, maybe you can hop on and ask them to me live if that's an option. But does anybody have any questions on the Rye Bracket Battle? Please submit them now. I know that bracket 5 makes it a little complicated, but I mean, the only thing you have to remember about bracket 5 is that first place, whatever you think will be first place from bracket 5, moves on to bracket 6. Second place moves on to bracket 7. Otherwise, it's just left side goes to bracket 6, which is the left side, and right side goes to bracket 7, which is the right side. Everybody's cheersing each other. Good stuff. And there is Bourbon School's link. Thank you, Joe, for throwing that up there. 4-Leaf Whiskey in the house. Cheers to you, Stacy. Good to see you. Of course, Whiskey Uncensored. Ben will be going Saturday night, I imagine. John Krantz in the house as well. Cheers, buddy. Good to see you. William Hall. Cheers, all you wonderful people. Does anybody feel like hopping on? If not, clear as mud. What's not to understand? I suppose, yeah. I mean, so in the past, because this is actually the second bracket thing I've done. In the past, people have asked me to use a bracket maker. The problem is none of those allow 2 whiskeys to move on. They only allow 1, and that's usually you can only have 2 entries in each bracket, which doesn't work for blinds. It would, well, I mean, it would, but I'd have to do like 1,000 blinds to do 20. Oh, I'd be 10 blinds just for the first round, and then, you know, math, 5 more, I guess. Good stuff. Rye, are you doing this? I'll see myself out. Cheers, John. But seriously, anybody have any questions? Because I want you guys to have fun with it and enter, and hopefully lots of you guys enter in the next 24 hours, and some of you guys have a chance to win some whiskey. There you go. There is Bourbon, Whiskey Uncensored there. Appreciate you, Joe. And there is 4 Leaf Whiskey. Got all these great channels here. Anybody questions? Anybody want to hop on? If not, I'll give it. I'm going to sip on my whiskey here. But also for anyone that's viewing this, that's not a Patreon, it is not too late. You can join for as little as $5 a month. The link is in the description box. Mods, if you don't mind to drop that in the live chat, that would also be awesome. Appreciate that. So if you want to become a Patreon and you want a chance at least these 2 bottles, and also, you know, remember, second place also gets a sample pack, and yeah, as well, you know, just all the other stuff. Of course, we got monthly sample giveaways, which will probably be this Friday because we haven't done it yet this month. So sample pack for some Patreon is certain. There is Cool Running. Cheers. There we go. There's Baker Drinks. Saying cheers to everybody. And there's Independent Joe's link. Appreciate that. Not as eloquent as Joe. No questions on the July thing. One more time, just going to show it here. Well, did I close the other? Damn it. I love computers. What do I do? No, Joe, I can hang out for 5. Let's see here. While I'll just go through this again, just to reiterate. Maybe if I say it enough times, it will become clear. That's my hope, anyway. Let's see here. Let's go through it one more. Okay, there we go. Looks like we got a few people might be able to jump on soon, so we'll hang out for a little bit. So again, here it is, folks. Again, just remember that first and second place from each bracket will move on. So you guys just got to guess. You got to guess what this guy, the crazy guy wearing the cowboy hat, which 2 from each one of these brackets do you think I will like most? And then, you know, they're going to funnel over to this here. And of course, the ones that are on the left side from that first screen will move into bracket 6. The ones on the right side from the first screen will move on to bracket 7. And then this is the only tricky one. It's the only thing you have to remember. Bracket 5, the winners gets first and second place get split. First place goes to the 5th spot in bracket 6. Second place from bracket 5 moves on to the 5th place in bracket 7. And then, of course, from there, it's just two from bracket 6, 2 from bracket 7, move on to the final 4, and then we crown a winner. Oh, actually, here, let me pull it up, William. Let me see messages here. Okay, so you don't have to. I mean, you can, William. So you sent me actually more information than you need to do. So you sent me bracket 6 and 7 and the final 4, which is great. But all you guys have to do is just send me your final 4, and so I do need one thing from you, Will, and that is I need you to choose a winner from your final 4. There, you did pick 4, and those all look fine. But just I do need a winner from you so I can get your total points correct. But yeah, otherwise that looks fine. Let me hop back over here. Let me look at gonna have to flip back and forth. Stop this. Let me just make sure that that'll work out right on yours. So yeah, your first entry in the final 4 is fine. Okay, I see what you got there, and then yeah, and what's your last entry? Yeah. Okay, so we'll just verify. Yeah, that there's no conflicting or any kind of yeah. Cheers, Tater Dom. Yeah, so that looks like a good final 4. There, Will, and I would say you pick some that have a pretty good chance of winning. But again, just pick your overall what you think will be the winner of those final 4. Which one you think will take home the gold? Yes, all right. So we have at least 3 entries now. Good, we're making progress. But there's a lot more of you Patreons out there. So if you want a shot at free whiskey. And I know, this Still Austin here. Let me take this down again. This Still Austin here, pretty hard to get in a lot of states. So, yeah, if you, I talk about it pretty often. Yeah, it's a really good rye, and this is how you can win one. Also, if you've never had this is a fantastic rye as well. So yeah, if you've never tried the New Riff 6-year malted, that is a great rye. And then I need to talk with John. I've been meaning to. Just been busy. But yeah, John, I need to get with you. And well, actually, maybe you can just answer me in chat if there are more of the Driftless Glen picks. And if so, I will send you some money somehow and make sure we can have one on hold. And then if the winner does choose that, then I'll send you the money to send it their way. But yeah, so there will be hopefully 3 options. But if there are not 3 options, there will be at least these 2 options in front of me here. Oh, bumming my mic. Hey, Z-Man, what's up, man? Good to see you. Yeah, so I will hang out a few more until Joe and Brian hop on. Okay, so John's saying there are more. So, yeah, so again, then, grab it here. So you've probably heard me talk about this bottle a lot. As you can see, I really like it. I'm kind of holding on to the last of here. This is my favorite Driftless Glen rye pick I've ever had. I've had 4, and this one is just absolutely phenomenal. So this will be another option for the winner. So these 3 you'll get to choose from. You get to choose one of these 3, whoever wins. They're all, around $60 ryes, and they're all really great, in my opinion. And I would say one of these 3 probably has a pretty good chance of winning. I know, there's a few others that are at the top of my list that I imagine will do really well. The Balcones, the Jack Daniels. I'm trying to think what else we got behind us here. Stellum, that's a great rye. I'm trying to give you guys some clues here. That Silver Spring Sweet Rye, that is a fantastic rye. It's only like $40-$45. It might be kind of a Cinderella story of sorts. That one of the cheapest ryes may pull out the win. Here we go. We got Brian joining us. Cheers, buddy. Got Shredward saying New Riff is slept on by too many. Really good stuff, especially the single barrels. Yeah, man, and I love that the 6-year malted. Can't hear you, Brian, for some reason. Let me see if can I do anything? Maybe I can unmute you. No?
How about now?
There we go. Now we got sound.
I am telling you, audio is the bane of our existence.
Oh, yeah. You don't have to tell.
It's the worst.
For sure. Uh-oh.
How you doing, Sean?
I'm good, man. I am good. Yeah, I hope that because you're a Patreon, Brian. So I hope I'm explaining it in a way that people understand it.
You there?
Am I breaking up?
You like the both screens went dark and were like loading, but now you're back.
Okay, cool. Okay. What I said when I went away for a brief sec is that I hope that I'm explaining it correctly or good enough that you guys understand what's going on. Do you have any questions on the? Because you're a Patreon, Brian. So you have any questions?
No, I'm good. I'm gonna actually once I am done here. I was able to jump on. My wife's aunt is coming in from Brooklyn, but the weather is so terrible here that she's been delayed all day. So I was able to jump on for a little bit, but as soon as I'm done here tonight, I'll get on and I'll make sure I put in my entry for sure.
Okay. We got Independent Joe hopping on as well. Cheers, buddy.
What up, brother?
Hey, Joe, what's going on? Nice to meet you. I don't think we've ever spoken. Good to meet you, brother.
No, we have.
We have.
In our dreams.
Oh, that was you?
That was me.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
Peter White hating on balcones. Come on now. Well, remember, folks, whether you agree with it or not, you have to choose the ryes that I think are good. So you can disagree all you want, but if you want to win free whiskey, then you gotta choose.
You gotta get inside Sean's mind.
Yeah. What is this idiot like? That's what you got to figure out. Frozen.
I got to tell you, the Cones, the one, it was the Cabernet cask or the red wine cask. You gave us that sample, and then we had it on the stream with you. It's still one of the better pours I've had. It was really, really good.
Yeah, I love that bottle. Yeah, it's right there, that guy. That one might be in contention for whiskey of the year when it comes into the year.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
Is that a new bar table or something?
What's that?
Do you have a new bar table or something? What is that?
It's higher than it was.
Oh, gotcha.
So for those of you that, because I've never really talked about my setup here, it's kind of janky right now, but
I was thinking that. I just thought it was just a little bit higher.
Yeah. So I changed out. This is just a slab of walnut that I finished, and that's always been my bar top, I guess you'd say.
Keep bad acts away from that slab.
I'm telling you. Yeah. It wasn't cheap, but I changed the table out that it's sitting on. I haven't put permanent legs on it yet because I haven't decided what I want my legs to look like. And so right now it's just sitting on another table, which I use to store whiskey in. It's more of a cabinet of sorts. But anyway, it's actually
nice. It's sharp looking.
Yeah. I mean, the upside is you guys can't see all the other crap around it because it's quite a mess behind the camera. But anyway,
same here.
Yeah.
Is that like a piece of live edge?
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah. So a friend of ours, her father was in so what I'm looking for. Well, they cut down trees.
The forest.
No, as a profession. I mean,
what's that?
hey, what's up, G-Man?
Oh, like the forestry service?
Yes, forestry service. Yeah, he was in the forestry service for years. He actually retired from there, so he had just all kinds of wood in his. He had a woodworking shop as well, and so she got a few pieces from him, and they decided they weren't going to use this piece. I said, "Well, can I buy it off you?" And so I did.
Nice.
Yeah.
How much wood could he chuck if he could chuck wood?
A lot. I don't know what 40 years in the forestry service amounts to in the wood, but a lot of wood.
Nah.
The guy had a lot of wood. Hey, John, what's up, buddy?
Hey, John's.
Hey, what's up? Hey, Z-Man, how's it going?
I get to the studio and Sean says the guy had a lot of wood. I'm like,
Yeah, man.
what timing?
A lot of wood on this panel.
So, does anybody else? Anybody else have questions on Patreon? The Patreon Rye Bracket thing? Hopefully, I've made it clear-ish. Also, Bauer, cheers, buddy. Good to see you, man.
I
All
think
right.
if you've ever filled out like an NCAA March Madness bracket, I think you're pretty good.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of getting in your head. That's where it gets interesting, I think.
But again, Patreons, the main thing is you guys got to enter. Like, even if you maybe screw it up a little bit, if you don't enter, then there's no way you can win. So, there
you go.
You got to throw in some kind of entry.
I mean, you can be a homer and just pick your favorite in every bracket too. What you like.
For sure. Yeah.
So Sean, real quick, I'm on your Patreon right now.
Uh-huh.
And am I going to this post from the 8th that says it's July?
Yeah, so to help guide you, yes. Yeah, look at that. Look at the how the brackets are laid out.
Okay.
But then, of course, send me personally through personal messages.
Okay. An email. Entry. Okay, perfect.
No, just through Patreon Messenger.
Oh, okay,
just
perfect.
Just message me there. Yeah, that's how I'm going to keep track of all of them.
Perfect. All right.
Delivery just arrived. Awesome, Chris. Good to see you, man. Also, Bourbon Bar checking in. Cheers, buddy.
Hey, Bourbon Bar. I just was watching their live tonight. They were drinking tequila tonight.
Ooh, wow.
Oh boy,
that's a good way to get shitty real fast.
Yeah, I would say.
That's a good way to have the what they call "I don't give a F" Friday. Drink tequila tonight, guys. Notice I cleaned it up there, so.
Yeah, you did.
Thank you, John. So, John, I will. It'll probably be next week. I'll send you some money for that. I hope. Well, okay, hat came off. I hope by next week, Florida. Even though you guys were a tremendous help, and again, I can't thank you guys enough. But for those of you that did hear about it, the car got expensive pretty quick.
Oh, yeah.
So thank you, car, for taking about half the funds that you guys sent. But hey, life is life. But we're good. Just so I'm not trying to. We're no more fundraisers. We're good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I gotta wait a week or so, and then I'll get you some money for that. Make sure we have at least one reserved.
No problem whatsoever. From when I last talked to my buddy, that's the store manager, there were still cases of that one at the distillery. That was for some reason a slow mover. Our bourbon pick blew out within like 3 months, but there's still a ton of that rye left.
Nice.
Awesome, good stuff. Who's not at 1K? Oh, Bourbon Bar is still not at 1K. Yeah, we gotta.
Yeah, he was at like 977 tonight. So let's get him there, guys.
Yeah. Anybody in chat, if you're not subbed to Bourbon Bar, there you go. There's the link. Let's get another channel on Whiskey Tube monetized. Let's do it. But anyway, fellas, let's go around. We'll do a brief live. I know what Dan is going in 10 minutes, I guess.
Yep.
So I don't want to cut into him too much, but real quick, while I got you guys, what's everybody just sipping on right now? We'll start with you, Brian. Kind of go around the wheel here.
All right, I had to keep it light tonight because we're heading to the airport in a little bit, so I just poured a little of Green River bourbon, which if you guys have watched us, we're not huge Green River. There are other products we're not big fans of, but I think this one hits it out of the park. I love this bottle.
Yeah, is that the wheated or the standard offering?
This is the standard. Lauren liked the wheated a lot better. I thought the wheated was like a real kind of one note. It was super sweet, and then really nothing after that. This one, I think you get a lot out of. I really, for a $35 bottle, it's a winner for sure.
Awesome, man. Cool. Looks like we got 4 people subbed to Bourbon Bar already. That's great.
That's beautiful.
Keep them coming, folks. That's awesome. Yeah, this community's great. Let's prove it. Joe,
yeah, last night we got ASMR whiskey to 100. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah,
he had been stuck at 87 for like a long time.
Huh. Let's go, guys. He's already at 988. Let's
Very
go.
Nice. 12 to go. Let's make it happen, people.
Hells yeah.
And he's a Letterkenny fan too, so I respect it.
Joe, what are you sipping on there?
I'm having your winner for the
Oh, right. Yeah.
the rye for Parker's Heritage.
Parker's.
That's a hidden selection there. You don't see it, but it's actually there. The Parker's Heritage Rye, definitely in the $40 to $80 price range.
Oh yeah, I none of my whiskey have I ever paid anything over $40.
That's right. Why would you? You don't need to do
Yeah,
that.
because
$40
there's so many great $40 whiskeys that's all I get.
That's where it's at, man. Oh wow!
Sean, is that 40 to 80 per ounce, or?
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna share. Well, what's going on here?
Oh, 6 more, guys. Come on.
Let's do it. All right,
6
so there.
more.
That is Chris Tat's. Well, here, let me solo myself for half a second here. That's not coming through at all. There we go. That's his delivery there. Yeah.
Dang.
Got some Four Roses and some New Riff and some smoke wagons. Good stuff, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah, awesome, man. That's actually, you know what? I know that my main is sub to you, Bourbon Bar, but let me make sure all of my accounts are.
I just sub with 2 of mine, my other two accounts. So,
Well, I'm trying to get to 1 million, so if you use those other sub 2 accounts, I should get there.
I got a few. I don't know if I have that many, Joe.
No, I'm kidding.
I'm going to start.
994, hells yeah.
Nice.
let's go, guys.
6 more.
Okay. So I got one account that was not. So let's see about my others. All right. I'm 996. I just added 2. Let me see what else I got here. 997. All right. Let me just double check. Yeah. Okay. That's all I got. I'm out of accounts. All right, we're at 997. We're at 997, folks.
3 more.
Let's hit that 1,000. No, okay. Just double checking. Yeah, all my accounts are sub now.
I think I have 1 more. Would it be frowned upon if I use my school account to sub to a bourbon channel?
I think it's fine. What's the worst that could happen, right? Come on, 3 more, folks. Also, spread the word on Deathless Dogs. If we don't hit it here, then I'm sure on Dan's stream we'll definitely make it.
Yeah,
happen.
2 more. 2 more.
Yep, I just got a 3rd one, so I'm tapped out, Bourbon Bar.
All right, who else has an account? Somebody out there.
I just did, so that'd be 999.
Oh my gosh, hold on, I want to see it.
We are 1 away. Okay, well,
$9.99.
Now
when I clicked on it, it said 998. So yeah.
Okay, now I have to stay on now until we get this. We need one more.
We'll get it. We'll get it.
There it is.
Is it there?
$9.99. I'm frantically refreshing.
Still $9.99.
There is 1 person in this chat that's not subscribed. Just go and subscribe.
Come on.
Let's go.
I'm subbed on 5 accounts.
1K.
There you go. Congratulations.
Did a thing.
Beautiful.
Nice.
And we got to look at Sean the whole time while watching.
That's right. I'm still soloed. Thank you.
Cheers, Bourbon Bar.
We saw Sean's reaction right away.
John Cloud. I think John Cloud was number 1,000.
1K.
Awesome, man. 1K. That's great. Congrats, man.
Beautiful.
We did a thing tonight. I did not think that we'd be getting another great channel monetized on this stream, but that's fantastic.
Hells yeah.
And there are some great channels out there that are getting close.
And look on the screen, everybody. Don't forget tomorrow night. Be there, be square. Go root for Sean. He's going to need it tomorrow. He's going to need you rooting for him.
Wait, what am I doing? I'm cheering Sean from...
What? He's not going to know how to deal with your crap talk, Joe.
I just realized it's a different Sean.
That's right.
I call him Second Sean. I've got a
Sean
couple
Jr.
years on him, so I can do that.
What's he picking on me?
That's cool though, Joe. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun battle. So make sure you guys show up, hang out, all that stuff. It's going to be fun.
What time you going, Joe?
What time you going?
8:30 Eastern.
I think it is 6 Eastern. No, I'm just kidding. It's 9 Eastern.
Oh, so a half hour. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's all right. You know, it's like as we talked about before. It's like channels on TV. You guys watch what
Hey,
you want.
you know what? Go check out freaking Sean, and then watch the replay, and then watch Sean lose.
There's too many Seans in that statement.
Yeah, I mean, so based on my experience with Joe, has a very discerning palate. Is that the right?
Refined.
Joe is really good at picking out things blind. Far better than I am. So
That's not true.
Yeah.
We tied.
yeah, we did. We certainly tied. The point margin was not 10 or more.
No, it was tied.
Anyway, no, yeah, but good times. See, actually, we hadn't finished going around the wheel. John, what are you sipping on? Then Z-Man, what do you got?
I got E.H. Taylor small batch.
Nice.
I got a Knob Creek.
Always a good one. Knob Creek Single Barrel. Okay. Hey, we got Tats in the house. What's up, buddy? Got a bunch of new whiskey. I know that.
Yeah, it's good to finally have my Dr. Jellyfinger picks over here.
Here, let me solo you there for a second. Yeah, man.
What the hell is that?
Is that
Oh,
a
that's
Four
an
Roses?
awesome sticker.
Oh,
That is awesome.
Very
yeah,
nice.
that's cool. That's cool.
The doctor is my brother Omar, who
He's gonna hold it as long as you have him on screen.
There you go.
I put it up on the big screen, Chris.
He was trying to see how long you could hold up the bottle.
Yeah. What is that kind of
Just getting
exercise
little
where you just
touches in
hold
the
things
shoulder.
out? Yeah.
Chris, the wife walked by and asked me. She goes, "What the hell are you watching?"
Well, the doctor in that is Omar, my brother from the Bourbon Mafia, who passed away from colon
Cheers,
cancer
douche.
Oh,
a couple of years ago. And that was a charity bottle which we actually did, which he did the pick for just before he passed away.
Oh wow.
There you go.
So we basically raised $37,000 for the American Colon Cancer Association.
Damn.
Off that barrel, because we did them for $200 a bottle, and they're only 100 proofers.
Yeah.
But
Awesome, man.
Adriana absolutely and Adam absolutely loved that.
Yeah, that's cool for a good cause for sure.
Sure.
So here, John Cloud saying, "Did my one good deed for the day. Now I can go back to my normal douchebaggery." Indeed. No, yeah, and congrats again for Bar
Yeah.
hitting that 1K, man. Now you're gonna get the tens of pennies. Tens of pennies are coming your way. Smoke Wagon, there you go.
That's
Get on here, Bourbon Bar. Say what's up to us all.
Yeah, jump on, man.
That's
They
a
were
batch
just on
12.
a little while ago.
Yeah, you're just
Yeah,
on.
hold
You're still set up, fool.
Get you and Lauren in here, Holden.
We are
Don't be a
70
John
hours
Clown.
away from monetization.
What's that, Brian?
We are 70 hours away, 70 watch hours away. We have 2930 watch hours.
Geez, I could probably do that for you over the weekend. Then
oh, that's right.
Brian.
They lowered it, didn't they?
Beautiful. Yeah, they lowered it to 3,000. So there's like 2 tiers of monetization now. And it looks like most of the stuff, like the memberships, the super chats and stuff, are on that first tier. And then the next tier, it says watch page ads, shorts, feeds ads. So it's kind of like a an extra level, but for this first level, you just need 3,000. We're at 2930, so
Nice, man.
yeah.
But
We're all getting there.
well, I got one of my new rift malted ryes over.
Heck yeah.
Nice.
You Patreons, you could win one of those. Another reminder.
You just got done with the stream.
All my Balboa ryes are still sitting over in the States.
Shouldn't be driving there, Bourbon Boy.
In the car now. Okay, fair enough. There you go. Yeah, sure, Kitty will take it. Yeah, if we all just start streaming Brian's stuff right now, by tonight we'll have it. So
that's awesome. Ben said I got there. Literally anyone can get there.
Somebody put a link in chat.
Yeah, if somebody doesn't mind to throw Bourbon School's link out there for anyone.
I threw it in earlier.
And I'll tell you, there are some channels that are, in the 500s and 600s that I think we can get, let's say by end of summer, let's try to get them there. Like on all these live streams, let's get them. Like Baker Drinks is in the 680s, I think.
Yeah, man.
And Stacy's in the 500s. Like, let's get them there, man.
Heck yes.
I'm sorry.
That is so damn good. I was just refreshing my memory there, John, on the Griffless Glen pick there. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to find enough money to have you buy two.
Yeah, I mean, don't worry. Then there's plenty of them sitting there, so we can put it aside for you.
Okay, cool, man.
So I have a question about a whiskey that I have not pulled the trigger on yet, and I want to see if anybody has tried it. So the Journeyman, I hear a lot about the corsets, whips, and whiskeys, which people seem to like. Has anybody tried the bourbon? I forget what it's called.
I'm not familiar with that brand or.
Has anybody here? I've heard it on other channels, but maybe it's not here.
I've tried it, but I've never got it.
Okay.
It's
like one of those bottles that I've kind of heard a little bit of buzz about, but it's like I have so many bottles that I've bought that I'm like, I don't really like this. I won't buy it again. I don't want to get into the habit of just buying a bunch of stuff that I'm not going to like. So I wanted to see if anybody had any opinion on it, but they're out of Michigan. It's like Journeyman Distilling, and there's a wheat whiskey. It's called Corsets, Whips, and Whiskeys that people seem to like. And I just saw at my local shop, they had like the straight bourbon. I didn't know if anybody had tried it. Maybe somebody in the chat.
Yeah, I don't know. Baker Drink saying, I feel like we stall, but Lauren assures me that we are still growing, just not the 400 subs in a month that Brian and Lauren had. Yeah, well, I mean, so I've told Brian this before. Brian thought they were growing slow. For Whiskey Tube, they grew pretty quickly. I mean, I don't know. Maybe things are different now. I feel like things are slower in Whiskey Tube than they actually were before. So that said, I think Brian and Lauren did exceptional. But I mean, it took my channel months to even get to the 100 mark. So
we had a great June. June, like out of nowhere, things just like blew up. It was crazy.
Yeah. So Burn Bar saying that's from Michigan. I've seen it around a lot in Wisconsin stores, but I haven't gotten one yet.
Okay.
To you there, Brian.
That's it. Featherbone bourbon.
But, I mean, it took my channel months to eat. So William Hall saying the Corset Whips and Whiskey or whatever store pick, it was awesome.
Okay. See, and that's what I've heard, that one's good, but I'm not real high on wheat whiskey, so.
But don't forget too that these two bottles are up on Sunday night.
What the?
That's a Stag Junior Batch 1.
Well, hot damn, Chris.
Jim Beam 1795. They're bottles which I've donated to Adriana's stream on Sunday night.
Yeah, that bottle's sexy.
Oh wow, okay.
They're in a separate raffle.
Yeah, I'd say. I'm wishing I had money. Anyway,
Cars do that to you.
Stag 1. That's how do you even still have that around, Chris? That's amazing to me. But
Because I bought about a dozen bottles of this when it first came out. But this one has a bit of a story in that I got this from a friend of mine who picked this up in San Francisco when he was over. And about 10 years ago, probably 10 years ago, about 2014, 2015. And I swapped that for a signed bottle of Yellowstone with him from Stephen Beam, which he wanted to be able to donate that.
hey, Chris, real quick, I've been out of the loop because I've just been super busy with stuff. What is out around a stream Sunday? Just kind of fill us in for anyone that isn't aware. Maybe I'm the only one. I don't know, but
Adriana's stream is her Alzheimer's charity.
it is the Alzheimer's.
I think it's Saturday. Your Sunday. It's actually Saturday stream.
Oh, okay.
It's Saturday, is it? Okay.
I thought it was. Now I'm confused.
I thought it was the 20. I thought it was the 23rd, which is Sunday.
It is the 23rd.
Yeah.
So is it Saturday or Sunday?
Sunday.
Our Sunday?
Yeah, your Sunday, my Monday, which is when I'll be at work.
Oh damn! I thought could have sworn I heard people saying it was Saturday. My bad. Sorry. Never mind. Listen to Chris, not me.
It is the 23rd. Everybody seems to be confirming that. So.
No, it's the 23rd.
Yeah, so a great cause for sure. For those of you that don't know, my grandfather actually passed from Alzheimer's. So, yeah, that's one that, I feel
I
that one.
lost one grandma to that too, and it was horrible.
Yeah, my
Yeah,
dad.
It is not a good
grandfather
way.
on my father's side passed from it, and my grandmother on my mother's side passed from it. So,
Yeah, it's not a fun way to watch a loved one go. It's
No, when they can't remember anything, yes.
yeah. Yeah, it sucks. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna move along before I get all stuff.
misty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More information on the also. There we go. So there's the link. Thank you, Sure Kitty, for that. Yeah. Please put on the notification for that one, guys. Important stuff there, and of course, I'm sure there'll be some great bottles as well. But more importantly, a great cause, and good stuff there.
And it's only about 65 days till we're in Kentucky.
Heck yes. All kinds of good things. All kinds of good news and stuff. Yeah. So, Chris, because I haven't really got to talk to you guys since Paul hit me up about it. So, are you guys going to go to Bourbon on the Banks with us as well? Then.
Yeah, we've got tickets.
Okay. Awesome. That's great because I know Paul had told me that he'd talked with you guys, but I hadn't heard back how that went. So, cool.
Are you going to come up for the UK game as well, or because that's when Stacey's coming down?
I don't know. I need to. Okay, parking was a real issue last year, as you know. If it's
That's why leave earlier, get to our place where we're staying, and come with us in the Uber.
okay, as much as I love that idea, Chris, how can I put this delicately? For reasons, we will not be there early. I would love to be. I would love to be, but we won't be.
It depends on what time the game is, because the game time hasn't been released yet.
Okay.
So we don't know if it's a 3:00 game or if it's going to be a primetime game. It should be, being that it's UK Florida, it should be primetime.
Yeah, it's also going to be a freaking madhouse because it is UK and Florida. Yeah. For those of you that aren't aware, SEC folks show up to football games. So it's kind of like a religion in the South. So, yeah.
Have a great night, peeps. Cheers.
All right, Joe. Good to see you, man.
Hey, Joe.
See you, Joe. Have a good night, brother.
Yep.
Hey, see you guys. See you guys in a bit.
Good, brother.
There's
That's
one.
right. Dan's on now, isn't he?
There's one group just down from our friends Targate spot who every year that the Gators play there, they they smoke a gator on site.
Oh, nice.
And everybody who goes past can have some of the gator.
Very cool. So Mr. Great Shot saying his wife's mom passed from Alzheimer's as well. It sucks, man. Dave Brown saying got to stay 18 in May. Too hot for me. Gave it to my son. Dave, if you ever have any future problems similar to that, just get in contact with me. I will. I'll pay for the shipping. I'll gladly take it off your hands. You just let me know. We'll work it out. Whatever monetary compensation you need.
bourbonschool100@gmail.com, and then I'll make sure it gets to Sean.
Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate that. Being so helpful there.
Yep, absolutely.
I think she is up to 40 bottles. Oh, very nice. Yeah, that's great. So it's going to be a crazy night for sure.
And that's the single barrel pick as well, which just came over.
OESV. Heck yeah.
It's an 11-year, 5-month. So
that's
nice.
Yeah, it's a heck of a bottle there.
Whereas the Dr. Jellyfinger is an OBSV as well.
Where's the
OBSV? Okay.
Mine's only 9 years, 9 months. I feel kind of.
And that's a 7-year, 6-month. That one.
Nice.
Very cool. So Sure Kitty is saying 65 days, not that Lil is counting them down or anything. Right, yeah.
Well, that's till we get to Kentucky. She's right up on how long before we land in Vegas. So
yeah, something like I guess you guys would be at something like 50 something days now. 55?
I think we're down in the 40s nearly now.
Oh, are you now? Okay. There's a live counter in the Facebook group. So
yeah.
William Hall saying Gator tastes like chicken. Yes, 40 bottles. I'll drive it to you. Yeah, appreciate that, Dave. Cheers, man. Well, guys, I don't want to cut much more into Dan. He's live already. So this was just kind of an impromptu thing just to make sure all you Patreons got the information you needed so that way you can enter. Again, final reminder, folks, you got 24 hours. I mean, it's really been more than that, but this is the last 24 hours. So if you're a Patreon, please enter in the Rye Bracket Battle. You got to enter if you want to win one of these bottles here. Again, 3 bottle options here. You get to choose, Patreons, which one, if you are the winner. Those are the 3 options, all 3 great bottles. So please enter, put in your final 4. That's all I need. I need your final 4, and then the one you think will win it all. That's the information I need from you guys if you want to be entered to win. So, again, you got till tomorrow night when I start the blind. Once I start the blind, it's cut off. So, yeah, get them in tonight. Appreciate you guys. And go hop on over to the Deathless Dogs there. Support Dan. Mm-hmm. And, again, congrats to Burn Bar for hitting that 1,000. And go get Brian his watch hours and support this great community, guys. Love you all.
Thank you, everybody.
Final reminder, Adriana's stream there for Alzheimer's on Sunday. And cheers to Mr. Great Shot hopping in last second there.
Hey, great shot.
Great shot.
Yeah. Support
better late than never.
I appreciate you guys and the support you guys have given me in the past. Very helpful. Love you guys, and we will see you tomorrow night. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Mark's got one of those for me, I believe. Heck yes. All right. We are out. Go support Dan. Cheers, all.